as you guys know, there's a lot of people who are, who are very scared of the woke agenda. And luckily, there is a woke content detector. We identify whether a game has woke content and if so, to what degree. Our group page has more about our methodology and our full list of games. The list is growing, but we need your help. Join and contribute. Let's see what their methodology is. Woke content, any images, messages, characters, storytelling, dialogue, music, or game mechanics that include themes associated with the left side of the political aisle in contemporary Western politics. Recommended, no woke themes present. Informational, woke themes present with subtle, no specific messaging. Not recommended, woke themes present with overt messaging. This is classic like SJW shit. This is when SJWs went too far. Remember when they were like, some piece of art that you're enjoying, like Picasso was a misogynist, you know what I mean? Like we shouldn't look at his paintings or whatever. It was like idiotic shit that nobody actually fucking cared about, that terminally online people would like hyper focus on and try to make a movement out of. This is the reverse 2016 perspective. Is Baldur's Gate on the list because the freaks think it's fine? These fucking losers shit their pants over pronouns in Starfield, but suddenly the non-binary option of full bisexual cast in Baldur's Gate 3 isn't woke. Baldur's Gate was not woke and proves you have a fundamental misunderstanding of your opposition's argument and point of view. He doesn't understand that he is inconsistent. Baldur's Gate is gay as but you like the game, so you think it's not woke. There you go. That's the methodology. Let me tell you what this actually is. Do I like the game? If yes, game is not woke. Do I not like the game? If yes, game is woke, okay? Sometimes I actually think the game is woke, but then I actually like the game, so then it turns out to be not woke. It has nothing to do with like the actual things within the game. Let me explain to you what I mean by this, okay? Number one thing that you have to remember, these guys are fucking losers, dog. That's it. If you're looking at a fucking game and being like, well, what are the actual underlying like microaggressions that I might experience when playing the game? Like, you're kind of fucking weird. Most people don't do that, okay? And yes, I mean it. Like, most people don't fucking do that, okay? There might be some shit in a game. The game might be made by a fucking dev team that is like misogynistic or racist or whatever. But ultimately, just play the fucking game and see for yourself. And if you think that this is like unacceptable, I don't know what to tell you. That's number one. The content that you consume does not actually represent, in my opinion, a significant part of your political identity or your worldview, okay? You can watch something for a number of different reasons. I myself watch a shit ton of Fox News on this broadcast. I don't think I'm a Republican, okay? But, you know, my naysayers might consider me otherwise to be a Republican. But ultimately, it's because I derive a different type of satisfaction from watching Republicans cackle like a bunch of fucking hyenas and oink like little piggies. That's why this community loves watching hogs. We call it hog watch. So that's something to remember. Ultimately, if you're doing this for in either direction, and I mean it in like the woke direction too, where you're like, oh, there's not enough this, there's not enough that, there's not enough like gender representation in this game. It's like, okay, fine. Like you won, then don't play it. You know, if that is going to be your only consideration for a game, then maybe it's not for you. It's just that everyone I don't like is Hitler meme for chuds. Everything I don't like is woke. Yes. Supporting the Chinese. This is more of a general question, but I see the game Wukong is blue, but it's made by a famously Chinese game dev. Is funneling money to communists supported on this group. You could say the game itself isn't woke, but shouldn't you be making a stand against their agenda by not recommending it? A lot of big brains out here, okay? Now let's take a look at some of the games that they were mentioning here. The woke content detector list is crazy, says Cerberus. Imagine missing out on so many good games because anti-woke grifters melted your brain. Baldur's Gate 3, not recommended. Contains overtly pro-LGBTQ plus messaging, non-binary / other option available for identity and character creation menu. At least, personally, they are being consistent. Many of the anti-woke gamers do not consider Baldur's Gate 3 to be woke, but these guys, at least, they're like, nah, we're putting our fucking name here. Hades, not recommended. Contains overtly pro-LGBTQ messaging, homosexual relationship between minor characters. What? Minor characters? Are they playing fast and loose with like, no, I think they wrote minor there specifically to bait people. I'm not even kidding. They could have said background characters, but they said minor, and I think that's a deliberate. Shovel Knight, Shovel of Hope. Shovel Knight, Treasure Trove. Elden Ring. Contains overtly pro-LGBTQ plus messaging, uses body type in place of biological sex during character creation. Terraria includes a retroactive removal of gender selection from the character creation menu. The gender change portion uses the same colors as the pride flag. Sid Meier's Civilization? Sid Meier's Civilization? Civ 6 is woke? Contains overtly pro-DEI messaging. Contains overtly pro-climate action messaging. Race swapped. Suleiman added. And race swapped Suleiman and added historically unimportant female leaders. Global warming and carbon capture mechanics. Newsflash, when you change things people didn't want change under the guise of it's morally correct, they tend to rebel. Y'all don't seem to get it. They're willing to miss out on genuinely good games if it means burning the current industry to the ground. Yeah, dude, you're a fucking idiot if you think people are going to stop playing motherfucking Elden Ring because some loser made a fucking PowerPoint about how it's woke and gay. That's the point. You could do a better grift if you just like stuck to games that suck and then been like, it sucks because of woke. You can't do that if you are talking about games that are objectively fun, because most people don't give a fuck. Okay, it's especially not PowerPoint. You're right. I apologize. I'm playing Civ 6 right now. There's legit wildfires and droughts going on in my game right now because I'm pumping these damn factories. Woke! Everybody knows climate change is fake. Cyberpunk 2077, not recommended. Contains overtly pro-LGBTQ messaging, contains overtly pro-transhumanism messaging, features a trans character and flag, uses body type instead of biological sex, body modification encouraged. Starfield, obviously. Woke Bethesda! Fucking pronouns! Oh, Hogwarts Legacy. That's awesome. Hogwarts Legacy, not mentioned. Wulong Fallen Dynasty contains overtly pro-LGBTQ messaging. No More Heroes 3, informational, contains subtly pro-LGBTQ plus imagery. There's a rainbow graffiti presented in one of the buildings. By the way, Call of Duties are all woke. Cave Story Plus from 2011, recommended, contains no woke content. Elder Scrolls Oblivion, recommended, contains no woke content. Wait, what? Fallout New Vegas, informational. Fallout 4, informational. Morrowind, informational. Red Dead Redemption 2, informational. Wait, what? Every single one of these games is unimaginably woke in comparison to like fucking Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Did the Taliban create this list? Dude, that's good. I mean, is y'all Qaeda, okay? This is American made, okay? This is our version of the brain disease. Borderlands 2, Borderlands Enhanced, contains no woke. Metro 2033 Redux, Metro Exodus, contains no woke content. Dark Souls is woke. Wait, Sekiro contains no woke content? Wait, why? How the fuck is all the Dark Souls ones woke, but Sekiro is not? Is it because you get to choose a gender? The boss character Gwendolyn was born a male but raised a female and given clothes and a magic ring to help him act like a female. Oh my god. Subnautica contains subtly anti-gun and subtly pro-LGBTQ plus messaging. The game's director has stated he chose not to put guns in the game as one vote towards a world with less guns. The databank titled Relationship Contract Legal Recording is a conversation between two lesbians where one breaks up with the other. Helldivers 2 contains subtly pro-LGBTQ plus messaging, contains subtly pro-DEI messaging, no clear distinction between male or female aside from voice options. The intro notably features a mixed race family. But if Helldivers is like only informational and not definitely woke, then Call of Duty is literally not woke. Like this list is all over the place. Among Us, not woke. It instills no collaboration amongst workers on a spaceship. It reaffirms the position that every man is for themselves. Therefore, Among Us, not woke. Dude, this list is fucking incredible. Among Us contains overtly pro-LGBTQ plus messaging, pride flag nameplates. I need Asmongold to go through this list and tell me what's woke and what's not woke. I need that. I will watch that. That is an entire Asmongold video that I will watch, okay? Overcooked, informational, contains subtly pro-DEI messaging. One of the playable characters is a wheelchair-bound raccoon. Why does this piss people off? Like, you can't have any fucking disabled person? Like, what the fuck? They literally are just like, they want the most boring games of all time. Now, here's the thing I wanted to mention. Okay, here's the thing I wanted to mention. Okay, aside from like the glaring inconsistencies in the list, like Wukong, for example, is diversity in the way that we understand it done right. A lot of people have actually gotten mad and been like, oh, Wukong doesn't feature enough like women or whatever the fuck, right? But it's actually exactly what I mean when I say diversity is actually a good thing because it creates a unique story that you might not have actually fucking been privy to. Because we only play and recycle the same fucking IP and the same historical mythologies in the Western world over and over again. So when you actually turn around and do something that's like objectively popular in Asia, objectively popular in China specifically, and you take that mythology and you present it in a God of War style game to the Western world, all of a sudden people are like, yo, this shit is dope. There are so many other mythological stories such as this one that I hope one day developers can put the adequate amount of care and consideration into. You could do this for the Ottoman Empire. You could do this like African emperors. You could do this for, and now I'm not even talking about like fucking Wakanda shit, okay? Like historic stories. You could do this for Native Americans. You could do this for indigenous populations in Central America and Latin America, right? Like there are so many stories that you could pick and choose from that you could incorporate into your work, right? And I think as long as it's done in a thoughtful manner, it would automatically make people interested because there's a novelty to it. Do you see what I'm saying? That is diversity done right. Diversity in the way that we understand it, right? Like in the Western world, which means like the non like Western centric white man centered framing of a story. Okay.